Hey, what's up everybody? So I know I've been making a lot of goofy videos lately and you know, trying so hard to be funny. Not really, it's just my wild imagination that runs wild, and you know, I have time, so why not? But I just wanted to make a serious video about sobriety, and you know, in sobriety we need to have goals, and it's probably best to make short-term goals because you know, you don't want a future trip, and you don't want to, you know, run wild with expectations and everything. But I was just thinking today, you know, being sober and having a clear head, I was just thinking about, you know, different goals and accomplishments and places I'd like to get to. And so I just felt that since people generally, you know, people watch more of my stuff when I talk about the drug stuff or sobriety stuff and not the comedy stuff or the music stuff, that I'd, you know, focus on that and make a, you know, a longer video about that. And my roommate, Jack, he's 21, and so, you know, he was basically raised on YouTube, right? And so he was like, you're fucking up, you know, you're doing these videos all wrong, you need to do them in landscape mode. And I was like, but they're shorts. And he was like, no, that one was a 6-minute video and you did it in portrait. And I was like, well, I screen captured an Instagram reel, so I couldn't. And so, you know, in sobriety you have to listen to others. And so, Jack, this one's for you. This is making a serious video here, and it's in landscape mode, and so we're doing it right. So I was thinking about my goals in sobriety and places I'd like to get to. And so also, how about this amazing background? Ooh, wow. It's my pillows, and there's this like pillow that you get to sit on, and then the white walls with the white t-shirt. And so this is the most professional I can get at the right level with something to stand my phone on and be at the right level. So anyway, sorry, I maybe one day I'll have a YouTube plaque behind me and like a, you know, an album cover and like a quarter of the screen, so you can only see part of the album cover, and then the people that really know will know, and they'll be like, yeah, that is fucking Christina Aguilera's debut album. Anyway, you are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring you down. The wise words of Christina Aguilera. Okay, let's be serious. So, here are my goals. This is places I want to get to. One day, well, no. First off, I would like to get a job where I'm comfortable and secure and calm, and I enjoy going to work every day. And I stay there long term, probably in recovery. I'd like to work in recovery, work in treatment. And so luckily I'm in a great sober living right now where I can, you know, accomplish that goal and, you know, get references and stuff. I don't know if you could hear that E in the background, but that's whenever somebody turns on the fucking water. So I'm gonna go turn that off. I'm gonna go close that door real quick. Jesus fucking Christ, I have no idea why I turned like it. Does anybody know why? Anybody want to put in the comments? Anybody fucking water guy? Pipe guy? I mean, I'm sure you're all pipe guys in one way or another, but yeah, it goes ee, and it's frustrating. But anyway, all right, we're done there. So, goals. Want that job, you know, where I'm secure and I stay there long term, and eventually maybe I open up my own treatment center or something like that. And then I become so financially secure. So here's where the long term, the goals that are up here, you know, that I really want to accomplish. So I want to get to a point one day where I'm so financially secure that I go to the store and I buy stuff, and then I go to the checkout and he's ringing it up. The guy that's working there, he's like fucking 16-year-old guy, and he's ringing it up. And he's like, hey, do you want to put in your phone number? You'll save money. And I say to him, no, I don't want to put in the phone number. You know what? I'll pay full price because I'm so financially secure and I've been sober so long and I got my life so together that I want to pay full price. And he says, what? you know, put in your number. That's crazy. And I say, no, you're crazy. I say, how about this? You put in your number or whatever the fuck you got to do, print a fake receipt or something, and you keep the additional money. If that's the way you want to live, you don't want to be honest, go for it. Pocket the money. And then he's like, what the fuck? This guy's crazy. And I'm just like, you know, I want to help out small businesses like Best Buy, Kroger, Ralph's, you know, Forever 21, 7-Eleven, and, you know, like I want to give back to these, you know, struggling businesses because they need me at this point, you know. I'm up here, these companies are, you know, like I've surpassed, you know, these companies at this point. This is my goal. This is hypothetical. So, yeah, so no, I'm like, I'll pay, you know, I pay the full price, and the guy's like, he's trying to fucking print fake receipts or something. I'm pretending to walk out, and I'm standing at the like entrance, but I'm watching him. You know what I mean? I'm watching him, and I'm still doing YouTube, so I'm filming it too. And he's doing some fake receipt thing, and I go up to him and I say, hey, I say, you know what? That's dishonest. You should live your life honestly, or else that's the type of stuff that's going to take you out. And he says, take me out? What the fuck are you talking about? And then I start singing the Franz Ferdinand song, Take Me Out. And then he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I start dancing around like this. I want you, take me out. And then he's like, take me out. I say, yeah. I say, next thing you know, bro, you're 16 years old. You're going to be fucking smoking fentanyl and overdosing and dying. And then your family's going to be sad. And he's like, I don't do drugs. What are you talking about? And I'm like, just fucking stop being dishonest or else that's where you're going to end up. He says, I don't even know what fentanyl is. I said, you don't know what fentanyl is? I said, do you watch the news? I said, if you fucking look at that shit, you'll die. And he's like, all right, I'm not even going to Google it because I don't want to die. And so we move on. I pay the full price. I give back to the companies, the struggling companies. I give back to the little 16-year-old guy. If that's what he wants to do with his life, then you know what? He's going to have to learn one day, and maybe one day he'll watch this video and think, wow, I should have listened to that guy. So that's one goal. The next goal would be love and romance. One day, I'd like to get a wife that loves me so much that, you know what? I go to bed and I can't really sleep, and so I get up at fucking midnight and I eat some leftover sushi. When I wake up in the morning, I'm farting all over the house. It's fucking weird farts. Like, my pee smells weird. Everything's fucked up. Like, I'm worried, like something's wrong. But my wife loves me so much that, you know what, she fucking comes up to me and hugs me and kisses me and tells me she loves me. And I say, you love me despite these farts and smelly pee? And she's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even notice it. That's how much I love you. And I'm like, wow, babe, that's amazing. You know, like, just that true love. Like, I think that's the kind of love that we all yearn for, dream of, literally every night. That's a recurring dream we all have as humans. Yeah, and you know, if you're a woman and you're into men, then switch the genders, or if you don't believe in gender, then do whatever, you know. I don't know. If you're an animal fetishist, like the woman that was on Soft White Underbelly today, then fucking talk to your guinea pig. I don't care. I wish I had a guinea pig. Two guinea pigs, because if you only have one, then they're going to be lonely. Okay, anyway, we're getting off track. So the next goal, like I said, it's the wife. She loves me no matter what, you know what I mean? And she never eats ranch or sour cream because that shit stinks. And if she eats fucking yogurt, she washes the thing out, you know, the cup out before she puts it in the garbage. You put that fucking yogurt in the garbage can, by the end of the day, especially during the summer, that shit fucking reeks. And it smells like rotten feet. Like, I don't even want to eat yogurt anymore because the shit smells like rotten feet if you fucking... Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Maybe that's another long-term goal. I can create a type of yogurt that smells amazing. I don't know. Fucking, your possibilities are endless at this point if you're sober, is what I'm trying, the point I'm trying to convey. You can do anything. You're an artist of life. You can create your dream life. That's what one of my morning meditations say when I fucking watch it. It's this girl. She's like saying all this good stuff, you know? And I'm like, oh, I am an artist of life. I can create my dream life. My wife will not notice my fart. She won't eat the fucking sour cream, the ranch, nothing smelly. And she's Taylor Swift. Boom. And she's not crazy Taylor Swift because she's grown up. And she met me. So she's like, oh, you know, like the heavens are singing, like, all her songs are about me at this point in the hypothetical situation. So, you know, financial, you know, a good career, financial security, open, honest, vulnerable communication, transparency in your relationship, and, you know, life's going great. And so, you know, there's another thing is addicts, you know, or alcoholics, is you don't want to go to places that you know, a bar or even a restaurant, you know, with alcohol. There's people like that, and it's fine, you know, like I can do it. I've done it, you know, but I want to get to the point where I go to a bar with my wife and we sit at the bar and we both, you know, well, she can drink whatever the fuck she wants. I don't give a shit, as long as she's not getting loopy and acting crazy, because she might have a few drinks and then wants, you know, crave some ranch, and that's not okay. Anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was thinking of Jonah Hill's text to his ex that she posted, where he's like giving her a list of things that she can't do, and he's like, these are my boundaries. The way he words it is he's trying to like make it seem like he's communicating like in this therapeutic, like healthy way, but he's really like being a fucking douchebag. And she had to fucking date him while he had the nasty hair and just looked like a fucking dirtbag. Anyway, enough about Jonah Hill. So yeah, we go to the bar, all right? We sit at the bar. I fucking order a water, and I'm sitting there, and there's this fucking asshole next to me. In fact, he looks exactly like Jonah Hill, and so it's real Jonah Hill in that era with the goofy, like, bleach blonde long hair, and he's wearing like shirts that are down to here with his chest hair, and he's got like a gold chain, and he's got this goofy smile on his face like he knows he's a fucking asshole. Anyway, so that guy sits next to me. In fact, let's just say it's Jonah Hill. He sits next to me, and he's drinking, and he's acting like an idiot, and he keeps patting me on the back. He keeps fucking acting like a douchebag. And I sit calmly, and I don't have to drink about it. It's fine, you know? Like, that's the point I want to get to. But then fucking Jonah Hill, he keeps going on, and he's like poking me, and he's saying weird shit. Then all of a sudden he starts bringing up my YouTube channel, and he's like, oh, dude, you think you're funny? I'm Jonah Hill, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever seen Superbad? And I'm just like, pissed, you know? And he's like, you know, everybody, literally everybody I've ever talked to wants you to stop doing the goofy funny shit on YouTube and go back to the drug sobriety stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, cool Jonah. And I also never pick up a guitar again because nobody cares about that either. And he's like, yeah, you get it, you're right. And I'm like, motherfucker. So he fucks with me so much that, and this is my goal, is that I want to get to the point where I just slap the beer out of his hand. I just knock it and the glass goes everywhere. And then he's like, hey, motherfucker, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he's grabbing me and pulling on me, stretching my shirt out like a TC tugger or something. And I try to stay calm, but then his girlfriend or something starts bitching my girlfriend, or my wife, and she's so, you know, she loves me so much. She just starts beating this girl up, and then I start beating Jonah Hill up, and there's blood everywhere. There's blood all over our hands, faces and stuff. Like, it's crazy. We love each other so much. We're making out after. We're happy, and they arrest us, and they take us to jail, and so, or prison or something. And we have to stay in separate units because she's a woman and I'm a man. And so, but we're so in love, we find a way to talk through the toilets, and we send kites to each other. We learn sign language in jail. I'm throwing C's up everywhere. My fucking roommate, he turns out to be a Crip, right? And so he's like, you can't be throwing the C's everywhere. And I'm like, hey, listen, this is my long-term goal. This is me. I'm sober. Like, all of this is my goal. I hope you're not getting off track. Like, you might think I'm going off on a tangent or this is some comedy thing, but these are my goals. I want these exact situations to happen as I'm explaining them. If they don't, then I won't relapse. I'll just, you know, I'll go on being sober, and hopefully something comes up that's similar to these situations, because I would love that. So yeah, so we're in prison, we're sending kites through the toilets, we're talking through the toilet tonight, baby, I love you, all that stuff. And she's like, oh, I love you. Yeah, I can barely hear it, but I know she's there. And so, yeah, so the guy, he's pissed. I'm throwing up the C's. He's a Crip. I'm not affiliated. I don't know if you guys know that. You probably thought maybe I was affiliated. Maybe you think this means me Vita Loca, but it does not. It would be in a triangle on the side of the eye, or it's not me Vita Loca, okay? Nobody's gonna cut my face off, all right? So if anybody says that again, then I'm gonna call the cops. They're gonna arrest you. That's another goal. I just want to be able to call the cops anytime and tell them it's Matthew Andrew Drake, and then they'll be like, whatever, at your command, sir. So the guy that's the Crip in prison, he's fucking, you know, he's pissed. And so he's basically like, we can do one of two things. Like, I'm gonna cut your face off, I'm gonna beat you up, or you can blow me. And so I'm like, well, lucky for you, buddy. And I have these pillows there in the jail. They let me take them in because I am who I am. And I'm sober for so long. Like I said, I'm financially secure, but I don't want to use my money to get out of prison because that wouldn't be fair. That's not cool. So I told him, I say, lucky for you, in sobriety, one of my other long-term goals was to learn how to give the best blowjob ever. And you know what? It's at this point, it's like 2028 or something like that. And I'm really woke. I'm a super woke dude. So I'm like, hey, it ain't nothing, bro. You know, let me bob that knob, slob on it, get the corn on the cob, deep down, deep throat, dog dick. Anyway, and so he's, so I do it, and then turns out it's these three like New Yorker guys come up, and they're like, hey, Matthew, and there's a camera crew. Turns out it's the fucking Impractical Jokers guys again, fucking with me, and didn't even have to be in prison in the first place. They set it up with Jonah Hill. It was all fake. My wife comes out. It's fake. And that's my goal. That's one of my long-term goals, is to have that entire prank happen exactly the way I explained it. And then they put me on their show, and then, you know, it makes me even more financially secure and fame and everything, and I stay sober through the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, these are things that when you're in sobriety that you really want, you know, to happen, and you can manifest it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm speaking about it. Like I said, I was sick of doing the funny videos where I'm being goofy and doing all the edits and stuff and and stuff. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope when you're in sobriety, you can set your realistic goals and be specific. Like, watch this video over and over again, take notes, and you'll live a long, healthy life. You know, you'll stay sober. It's not going to take you out like Johnny Crump says, you know? Yeah, so I mean, I think I pretty much articulated the exact situations and goals I would like to happen. You know, you can do your own goals. You can don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, right? So you can comment your long-term goals. I'd love to hear your stories and what you're dealing with, and, you know, what you'd like to happen. But, like, you know, I'll break it down for you. Here's the cliff notes. Here's the TLDR, too long didn't read, if you didn't know what that means. You want to get a comfortable job. You want to be financially secure eventually. You want to have a healthy, communicative, honest, transparent relationship with whoever you end up with, even if it's the animal fetishist from Soft White Underbelly. And you want to give back to the community. You want to be able to be sober around people that are drinking, and yeah, I mean, if you somehow end up incarcerated, you know how to handle it. You know, you have skills that you've built up, and yeah, I think that's about it. I just wanted to share that knowledge with people, you know, because I'm sober and I've learned a lot, you know. But in all honesty, like I said, Jack, my roommate, he taught me how to do good YouTube videos. Now I'm an official YouTuber, and so we're gonna do something for him right now. just because I know he's gonna watch this because he thinks I'm hilarious. All he does is laugh at my jokes. So this is Jack's bed, and so I know he really likes the movie Step Brothers, and so we're gonna go ahead and do a little homage to that, and I'm gonna drag my nutsack across his bed.